I slaughtered a goat when I was 12 years old. My name is Sandra Kamunda. Welcome to my YouTube channel. When I was growing up, I was very naughty. As you can see all my videos, I was very, very naughty. Very, very naughty that sometimes my parents would just wish, oh, is this real my child? And for a girl, I was very wild. I was a wild child. When I was in 12 years old, I think we went to holiday in my rural area in Rusap with my mom. So when we went there, we left daddy in Harare. Then when we went there, I think it was a tricky for mom to just take us there. Because it was me, my bigger sister, and my young sister, and my brother. We were 4. So when we went there, mom, I think, stays with us for like 1 week, 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Then she said, I'm going back to Harare, to daddy. Then she said, fine. So she left us with food. Like, in the rural area, you don't have to buy bread every day. You have to bake your own bread using those marasha and whatever, the charcoal, and put it in the pot. So what really happened, it's like, I think for the first week it was fine with us. But normally my bigger sister, since she was bigger than me, she was more responsible. So every time she always around 3, 4, she make a dough for the bread. Then we take the banana leaves. We really love those. We really love the bread when we cook it under, like, we put the banana leaf at the bottom of our pan. Then you put your dough. Then you put on a banana leaf on top. Then you put that like a plate on top of the pot. Then you put the charcoal there. Then the other charcoal will be like under. So it will be like baking from under and on top. So normally what really happens is, like, my sister, she was very good at it. And when it comes out, it will be like real bread. So since we were 4, it's me who come with this idea that we have to slice the bread in quarterly, half, then half in quarterly, because everyone is she has to give me my part of the bread so that if I have to eat it, it's fine with me, because tomorrow I'll make a plan. So, because I always say, no, it's me who always think, where's got the 5 cents? So she cut the bread in quarter, give my young sister, my young brother, his, and mine. So normally every time by morning, in the morning, everyone will have finished eating the bread. Because it's not, it's like by around 6 o'clock, since we were very young, we were very afraid of just like, we didn't want to go in our bedroom when, in rural area, it's like this hut, that was the kitchen. And our mom had a 2-bedroom house. So that's where we had to go and sleep. So we didn't want to be in dark. We didn't want the dark to come when we'll be still in the kitchen. So normally to around 6 o'clock, the moment the sun sink in, we just went straight to the bedroom. So we can just tell stories there. We can read books. But that time, it will be like me, start by the corner of my bread, a little piece, eat it. A little piece, eat it. Oh, my young sister rather was just to say, okay, I'm going to join also. She was like, no. I was like, because the moment I will start eating, I was like, this is nice, yummy, nice. So my young sister will just say, okay, I'll just taste. The moment she tastes, finish. Everyone, sometimes my bigger sister, has a piece, not eaten hers. So by tomorrow morning, that means we have to make a plan B. It's either she has to bake another bread, and no one was going to stop us. So that thing just keep on happening like for another 2 more weeks. Then the 3rd week, I don't know what really happened. We were very scared, very, very scared of just being by ourselves. I think the time was longer before our parents did come back. So what really happened that day, I don't know, even now. I think by the time we went to sleep, since we went in the bedroom early, that means we sleep early. So I think we had some people who were coming from the Growth Point singing, going to their house. So we thought they were singing about us. That's what we thought. So, so we just take our blankets and run to the next next door neighbor. And you know, in the rural area, the next door neighbor is not like like 300 meters away from you. It's like very far with blankets. We lock the door, and when they see us carrying blankets, they said, "What's the matter?" Then he said, "I think there are people coming and singing our names." And what really amazes us, that time we thought it was in the midnight, but when we got there, we just found them still cooking sadza. So they said, "Okay, fine." So our next door neighbor, they used to use this big, huge house. It was like around 7 rooms in it. So they said, "Okay, you just come and sleep here." They wanted to give us a room. Then we said, "No ways, we'll sleep with you." Since she was very old lady, so we just went and sleep. We put our blankets on the floor, then we sleep there. Then in the morning we used to carry our blankets. No, she said that we don't have to carry the blankets, because she said, "Are you going to sleep at your house? Are you comfortable to sleep there?" Then I said, "No ways." Then we said, "No ways." So we just piled our blanket in her room. Then we just piled them by the corner. So we went home and do our daily activity, sweeping the house, going in the world to get some water, the bowl, bring it home, everything. Then one day when I was sitting, then I was wondering, when is mommy coming? You know, in the rural areas, to eat meat, it's rare. It's like on Christmas or when a visitor comes. That's when you eat meat. Or you can hear that there is a cow which has swallowed a cloth and it's sick. Then the owner just decided to kill that cow and sell that cow. Normally in the rural area, in our side where I come from, they used to say, if you just slaughter your cow, and you know, people in the rural area, they don't have enough money to buy the meat. It's like, for you, you don't have to lose. So you can just do the battery of like a 5 liter of maize, of dried maize, then they can cut a piece of meat for you to eat. So that's what really happened when you are in the rural area. So that day I was just sitting, then I said, when is mommy coming? It's now 2 weeks. And that 2 weeks, and before we had another 2 weeks with her. That's nearly a month without mommy around. That means there was no meat, and we were just eating vegetables every day. Not our real vegetables, like, you know, the cornflower and whatever, no. Like tsunga, kovo, what can you call it? And in our garden, there was this type of Chinese cabbage here. In where I come from in Rusapo, we call it petsia. My God. If I tell you a story about petsia, you won't like it. Petsia, if you eat it every day, it's like Chinese cabbage. If you know Chinese cabbage, with white stem in between and white stem in the between. So normally what really happens is if you eat it every day, it's like when it's cooked the other day, you will just, to me, it tasted as if I'm eating pepper, khaki pepper with the salt. So I didn't like that. I didn't like that. So normally what really happens is I was just sitting the other day, then I was saying, my God, when is mommy coming? If I don't act here, I'm not going to eat sadza, because every day it's sadza. In the morning, my stealing bread night before. That means in the morning I have to convince my bigger sister to make another pan of bread. So it was too much for me. Then one day I just say, Then I called my bigger sister, Jing, come here. Then she came and said, Jing, when you look at that little goat there, what do you see? She said, no, it's fine. I said, no, that goat is sick. Said, no, because my bigger sister, she was a quiet person. She was, even now, she's very sweet. Even if now, right now, if I go and visit her, if you don't start talking, if you don't start to chat to her, it will be like a quiet thing. To her, it's normal. It will be like, you mind your own business. If you are watching TV, then that's it. No one can talk to you. She won't start a story unless you talk to her. So I said, that goat is very sick. He said, no, it's not. Let's see that. I said, no. that goat is very sick. So she thought maybe I was just playing or I was just joking. I went inside the house. I got a knife. I got a bucket. The little goat, in fact, I don't think it was a little goat. It was like 7, 8 months old. It was a male goat in Chigotora, you know. Then it was there was an anthill on our property. So I went there and I caught the goat. To tell you the truth, even now, I don't know how I did it. Now, that's when I see that I was worried. That's when I discovered, now I don't think I was okay up there. Because I just got it. And right now, as I'm telling you this story, this is a real story. Even my sister is there to confirm it. Even my young sister, even my younger brother. But I really, really did not know how I did it. Right now, even if you give me a chicken to slaughter, I won't slaughter a chicken. But I slaughtered a goat by myself when I was 12 years old. I take that goat. What I remember, I sit on it. I tied it the back legs, then the front legs, then I sit on it, then I cut the neck. I don't know how I did it. Even now, I don't know. Please, God help me, and I'm sorry. I cut it off, the head off, then I called my young sister. I take a rope. Since I had a rope, I take a rope and I just put the rope in the tree. There was, you know, in the rural area, there is trees everywhere. So I put it on by the branch, the rope, and the and the goat, the dead goat was like this. I slaughtered it. Then I removed the carcass, the skin off by myself. Then I opened the tummy. Then because I had a bucket, then I just put all the intestine, everything in the bucket. That's when I called my bigger sister. Right now, as I'm telling you, they are there to confirm this. I said, Jean, come here. Then she said, what is it? I said, I told you that goat is sick, so I just want to just remove the misery from it before mother comes. Then when Regine saw me with the bucket with the intestine, I said, go and clean this. Then I take the meat. We had a feasting time. We had an early Christmas for us. 1 week. That goat meat was finished before mommy come. When mommy comes, then I told her that. But now, even now, you know, some of the things I think I have to go and confess. I think I better confess that it wasn't sick, but I really wanted meat. I don't know what to do. But I did tell my mother, oh my God, when she comes, I said it was sick, so I killed it. She said, how did you do it? I said, Mommy, if it wasn't sick, was it going to survive? That means it was going to kick me or it was going to run with the knife on it, so it was sick. Then I said, okay, you said the goat was sick. So where is the meat which you left it for me? No meat. That head of the goat, I just put it on the fire. Remember to remove the face and the legs, and I put it in a big pot. The whole day I was in the kitchen, blowing fire, cooking the head of... Oh my word, please forgive me. I was very naughty. Even if my children right now, but you know what? I just want to thank God because my children, they are not naughty. They're very nice. And I want to thank you, God, for that. I don't think I was going to stand it when I've got a child who was acting the same way I was acting. But anyway, I did change. This is my story when I slaughtered a goat when I was 12 years old. Please